Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time we set up our green science and got it connected up here. On recommendations, I think I will actually add a few more of these. We'll go up to 12. We may end up with some dry spells where we don't have cubes we need, but there will also be times when we'll build up some stockpiles. So, let's take a quick look. One thing I would like to look for at the technology tree. The chosen item we're working on first is the pile sorter upgrade, and I think that's important. And I do like all these other upgrades as well. But I would like to unlock the advanced miner if we can figure out where that is. Might be under technologies. Let's see. That's antimatter fuel rod. That's mass energy storage. Critical photons. I don't know where we get those. Artificial star, universe matrix. Okay, it's not up here. What is this? Advanced mining machine. Yeah, okay. Let's get this queued up second. This one looks fun. So this takes quantum chips. This takes a lot of advanced stuff to make. Oh, it takes a... It takes an ore that I don't think we have. Interesting. Okay. So after that, I think we go back to upgrades. We definitely want the mecha core after that. And then inventory capacity. I would also like to look into vein utilization. And then carrying capacity for plus engine speed for my drones and the vessels and stuff. Okay, that's a lot to be going on with. So that purple cube, where are you? All the way to 1? Okay. That purple ore, I don't know where we get that exactly, but it might be at one of these planets nearby. One thing I want to do, like I said, I'd like to look into setting up an automated dark fog farm. And to do that, I would like to have Gauss turrets, which we did not choose to automate. So we'll go back to the mall and we'll set that up to automate for us. Let's get some of those set up here. We've got a little bit of spare room. So let's make some of those. Let's start with an assembler. You can make me some Gauss turrets. Okay. Let's do our outputs. And then what do you need? You need 4 sources of really early game stuff. So these should be coming out pretty quickly. That's right, I need 1 more space here for the 4 sources menu. Are you set up? You're not. We don't need a lot of these, like 4 slots should be enough. Okay. So place you down. And then you want iron gears, circuit boards, and magnetic coils. Iron, gears, circuit boards, and magnetic coils. There we go. Okay. So those should start pumping out soon enough. We're definitely done with this back here. We're not going to be using this anymore. Oh, it looks like I already got rid of it. We had... Oh, excuse me. Wow. I'm not quite fully awake yet. I woke up like 15 minutes ago. I disabled all this. Do I need to, like, destroy it? What are you doing? Yeah, you're kind of a waste of energy, huh? Let's clear all this out. I will take the warpers, though. Let's see. Do I have another place where I can put these? I think I do. It's just a matter of finding it. Where... Yikes. Where would these be sending to the other planet? Or... Oh, that tower was it, wasn't it? That was the one tower they were available at. So we do need to add this here. Space warper, space warper. There we go. Supply to remote. Okay, there we go. Now a bunch of them are flying off somewhere else. I think they're coming right back here, aren't they? Okay. Let's let those get delivered. We'll put them right back where they came from. That's hilarious. Okay, go back in here. There we go. Supply to remote, demand locally. There we go. Okay. So now we can freely delete this tower, which was not serving a purpose. And if we come over here, we should have some Gauss turrets available. Yes, there we go. 24 should be enough, I think. It's odd that those don't... that'll only stack 20 in here, but it'll stack to 50 out here. The space warpers. Bit strange, if you ask me. All right, we picked up some spare diamonds. Somebody might need those. Nope. Okay. I guess we can stick them in here. Sure. Yeah, I'm a little bit frazzled. I'm not quite at full capacity yet this morning. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to be doing. Looks like I did cut something off over here. There was power going into this. Oil extractor. How much is left in the seep? 3. Okay, so you were definitely in use. That's fine. So, if we're gonna set up on another star, oh, that's what I need to look for the advanced mining machine. Right, we don't have that unlocked yet, but it needs that, whatever that purple rock is. If I zoom out here, do we have any of that? Let me look at the nearby stars. So, Masarlan has organic crystal. I think it's going to be one of these yellow things. Alu Shale has fire ice. Prime has sulfuric acid. This one has organic crystal. Now, does this show... This shows the organic crystal. I don't think the stalagmite crystal is what we're looking for. That's not the purple one. What about you? That has kimberlite ore. So I don't think any of the nearby stars has whatever that purple ore is that we want. Blue giant, 12 light years away. Like, maybe we need to go exploring. I guess once we get Universe Exploration 4, we could see more. You know what? This one's super bright. Let's check this one out. Let's go just explore another star system for a minute. I mean, I'm kind of in like a holding pattern at the moment. I'm not quite sure what I want to do or how I want to do it, but like I know I want to go over to Clement Star 1 and set up the Dark Fog Farm. But like, do I want to wait for this mining machine first? I guess not. It's going to take a while to get there, like 20 minutes. But why not go explore another planet real quick? Just for a little bit of, just to see something interesting, just to do something new. Okay, let's get out of the gravity well of our gas giant. Let's go check out V396 Centauri. This is the farthest we will ever have traveled from home. 12 point some odd light years. Interesting that our cruise speed dropped for a minute there. Look at my core energy going down. So what happens when my energy runs out? Do I stop warping? Oh my. That's interesting. So that did burn through a full warper, huh? Okay. Now we just got to kind of travel for a little while my energy comes back. Now I wonder if I go into my mech panel and I switch this to low, does that speed this up? I don't think so. It's charging 1 point whatever megawatts and change. I don't see any difference here in the core energy. But then the shield is full, so it shouldn't be absorbing anything. So interesting. Like a full charge of my core energy takes a while to build up, and I can only travel about 6 light years. So that core energy upgrade is going to be helpful for this sort of thing as well. I really need to let it full charge here. All right, so that's going to take a minute. I'll speed this little chunk of the video up. All right, welcome back. So we've arrived here at this blue giant, this incredibly massive star here. I don't know what happens if we fly into it. I feel like we should go into orbit at some point. There we go. So now we're in orbit around this giant blue star. We can take a look at what the planetary system has. It's got iron ore, copper ore, silicon, titanium, stone, coal, and sulfuric acid. And it's got 2 planets. If we zoom out, we can see those 2 planets. Gosh, look at how big that blue giant is. Really impressive. The hive here is quite busy, and there are 2 planets. The first one is this Sulfuria planet. The surface of Sulfuria planets has long since cooled, but a restless interior brings active geological movements. The biome's volcanoes and seismic zones are active year-round, with gases from the magma shaping the planet's atmosphere. The atmosphere of these planets is filled with acidic gases, such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and sulfur dioxide, which dissolve in bodies of water to form lakes of sulfuric acid. While this simplifies the extraction of some basic chemical materials, maintenance may bring a new challenge for Icarus. Active volcanoes may bring mineral resources from deep underground to the surface, but the volcanic ash that fills the area blocks out the sunlight, while the fumes make the climate stifling and an overall unpleasant place to live. Well, that sounds just charming. Why don't we head over there and take a look? So, an interesting thing about this planet, or this star system, is how far out the planets are. If you look here, the first planet, the innermost, is like 9.4 AU from the star. And back home in Alwade 4, our furthest out planet, is only like 1.5, 2 AU from the star. So here at the Blue Giant, things are very different. This is a very long way away, so I will burn a warper here to get us there quicker. There we go. Okay. Let's go check out the first planet. So this is V396 Centauri 1. Oh yeah, I can see there's a ton of relays here, which is really interesting. We don't want to get into too many fights with them. So we have, looks like, I guess this would be sulfuric acid right here. Yeah, I guess that's sulfuric acid. Like if I was to set down a water pump there. It looks like a pretty barren place. I mean, it's got some resources. And some pretty serious hives here. This is only level 2, but they've got quite a lot of them. Let's see, we've got the iron, the coal, the stone, the titanium, silicon, the sulfuric acid. I mean, there's not a huge amount of resources here. And then, wow, look how big the blue sun is in the sky. Really interesting. Okay. Let's check out the other planet in the system. That is going to be V396 Centauri 2. This is a lava planet. Okay, I don't know that we need to visit that then. It's got very high solar energy. I guess, yeah, with the blue giants, like, I guess it outputs quite a ton of energy. It has to because of how far out these planets are. For this to be this far out, like 19 AU from the sun, or whatever, 10, 12 AU from the sun, and still be a lava planet, I guess it makes sense. The blue giant is putting out massive amounts of energy. It has pretty standard resources, it looks like. There's our advanced mining machine. That's exciting. Well, okay, so we visited another star and got a look at it. I think the problem now is, like, we're still kind of... I didn't realize it was gonna be limited how far we could go on one space warper. So yeah, basically we need to go home. We're not doing anything here other than exploring. I was hoping maybe I'd luck out and find that purple crystal, whatever it is, but that doesn't look like it's going to be happening, at least not here. One thing we could do is maybe take like a side visit back over somewhere like this. So we've now seen the blue giant, the B-type star. We've seen the K-types, and our home planet is a G-type. Is there another type of star on the way that we could kind of check out? Something new? There's an M-type star over there. What are you? An F-type star? Okay. Why don't we go check out Core Scorpii? Core Scorpii. Let's go. I do like the way the oh, that's interesting. Now, if you look at the other stars kind of in the periphery, you can see that Alwade there has a circle on it. I'm not sure why. That's actually a planet. Ah, okay, so the diamonds are stars. Oh my gosh, look at how many planets this thing has. Okay. Ooh, it's like a very bright yellow, almost with a hint of green in it. Let's look at the local area. What do we have? Oh yeah, there's 4 planets here. And they're in weird orbits too. So the outermost planet, a maroon frost. Okay, let's go over and check this out. So real quick while we're cruising over here, let me take a look at the description. A maroon frost planet is composed mainly of ice and rock. The surface of this type of planet is created by hydrocarbon compounds, and its atmosphere uses nitrogen as its main component. Through a combination of an ever-changing climate, thunderstorms, and sunlight, the clouds on a maroon frost undergo active chemical reactions with certain substances within the lake, thus covering the surface of the planet with an organic reddish-brown soft mud. There's a high probability of life on this planet. The observatory has discovered single-celled organisms that seem to possess a different form of organic combination, which may prove very valuable for research. Huh. Okay. Let's get over there and check it out. Core Scorpii 4, the outermost planet, a maroon frost planet. I guess this turned into a little bit of an exploration episode. While I'm waiting for some of these upgrades to finish, I guess the main one I was looking for was that advanced mining machine, so that I can experiment with that over on Clement Star and setting up automation for ammo production. Whoop. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So there's like a lot of, it's very cold, a lot of ice. We've got copper and stone. This mud that they were talking about, there's some titanium. Some iron veins. Oh, look at this. This I've never seen before. A fire ice vein. So I thought these only came from gas giants. There's actually a vein of it here. That's pretty interesting. What else does this planet have? Anything special? Just the fire ice. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. No relays here. I guess the Hive doesn't care about this planet. If we zoom out, what else have we got in this system? Core Scorpii 3 is a Praria, which we've seen before. That's what Clement Star 1 is. A beautiful kind of like green prairie planet. So we can see crude oil, organic crystal, and stalagmite crystal. We've seen all that before. We don't need to go visit this planet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another planet over here where the Hive is very busy. This is a halitum? Haliton planets have an atmosphere dominated by nitrogen and a surface covered by fine sand and salt, indicating that the planet was once dominated by a large ocean. A civilization may have existed on the planet, however, the development of the space colonies may have failed for various reasons, and it's likely that settlers watched their home planet's ecosystem die out under stellar heating, orbital perturbation, or runaway greenhouse effects. We do have kimberlite ore here. I would kind of like to go check this planet out a little bit. And then there's the inner planet, which I'm guessing is going to be a lava planet. This is a sulfuria. I don't know if we've seen this. Yeah, we saw this just recently. Acidic gases, yeah. So this one just has sulfuric acid, nothing special. We'll check out the Halitum planet. Let's go take a look at that. So it would have been a very different game if we'd started in one of these systems. I gather when you start a new game, unless you like tweak the difficulty or the settings, you usually start in a system with roughly what we had. One kind of average starter planet, an Earth-like planet, a gas giant, an ice planet, and a lava planet. That seems to be the standard setup for a new game. But this exploration is kind of a fun break, a nice change of pace. Let's check out this planet, second out from the sun, which we haven't seen this type before. I'm just curious what it looks like, you know. We're probably not going to mine anything here. We didn't find any of those purple crystals, though, that we need for the that advanced mining machine. So I might have to change around my tech priorities here to get Universe Exploration 4 up and running. At least then we could see things within 12 light years. That would open up a lot more things for us. And we could go mine something. .   . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . We could just mine a handful and bring it back. Ah, okay, so salt. Salt, the leftovers of an ocean planet. Kind of interesting, kind of pretty in its own way, this white and brown. So what is this? This ring would have been something at some point in the past? Not sure. Silicon, copper. I mean, there's resources galore out in the universe. All these stars have planets all over them. Now, here's an interesting question. So, like, I did a little tiny bit of damage to that by walking into it. If I fly away and come back 20 hours later, will it remember that I damaged this rock partially? Will the game remember that, or just be like, no, I'm not going to remember that? We are actually, here's an interesting idea. So because we're at this star, we should have other stars within 6 light years where we can see actually what they have in them. So what's within range that I can actually see? Fire, ice, and kimberlite ore. Yeah, you're too far away. Is there anything else close to me? I mean, there's this blue giant here. Sulfuric acid ocean. I think there's not that much that's close by. We'd really have to, like... So, we're headed back to... We're definitely headed back to Alwade. Who looks like they might have a neighbor that we could check out? That's 7 light years. Like, if we go direct to Alwade, we're just gonna have the same group. But like, if I make my way to Epsilon Sculptoris here, there might be 1 or 2 stars in range of it. Like maybe some of these that I could actually check out what their resources are. So the ones that I pinned here are ones that are within 6 light years, and I could see what they had. Let's make our way to Epsilon Sculptoris real quick. And see if we can find any other star systems near it that we haven't had a look at their resources yet. It is more than 6 light years away, so might not get there on 1 warp charge. I am curious about that one power thing that's popping up there. Yeah, that. I don't know what that is, but it's been popping up for the past few minutes. All right, we didn't quite get where we wanted to go here, but we can take a look at... We can pick a planet to land on. There's a Praria over here we can land on. Let's eke out a little bit of speed. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute and a half to get there. So... how am I doing for warpers? I got 15 left and 48 in the bank. I'm not too worried. What are you? Okay, one of my fractionator rings is complaining. I think the one all the way back home at the... Yeah, there's something going on there. It's blinking on and off. So we'll have to go check that out sooner or later. I think I need to burn another warper here to close this distance. 11 AU is a lot. I don't want to waste a warper, but... like, I don't want to wait for the full core energy charge either. Feel like we've got enough here to get by. Okay. So let's land on this planet. We'll check out what's available here. Clement star's over there, 4 light years away. So we're very close to home now. Okay, let's land on this Praria. And we can actually see, we've been to this type of planet before. We can now actually see what's the star system here looks like. It's got 3 planets, one of which is a halitum. We've seen that. And then we've got a Geoterra. This is new. Or Geloterra. A cold, rocky planet with an atmosphere consisting mainly of nitrogen. Its surface is covered with deserts and snow mounds made of dry ice. The reason for the dryness of these planets is that they were first formed within the freeze line, and therefore could not be attracted by gravity alone. The water, ammonia, and methane that was precipitated from the magma, or taken from smaller bodies after the planet took shape, escaped from the surface, later reaching higher orbit and becoming disturbed by other celestial bodies, where the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere froze into snowflakes at ultra-low temperatures. As a result, nitrogen was left to form cold winds that whip through this empty world. Resources? Fire ice. Right, okay. So if we go into the star view, is there anything nearby within 6 light years where we can see its resources right now that we haven't already kind of like mapped out somewhere else? So like, where could there be something nearby? Let's see. Are you within 6 light years? You are, but you're just over. I can just see 6 light years, so if it's even slightly over that, it doesn't work. What about you? Nope. Nothing new. I already knew about what this guy had. Alright. Yeah. Like this is our cluster. So these are all the stars available to us. We can't see a lot of what they have to offer right now, unfortunately. So yeah, there's just not that much close by here aside from this group. I should have maybe looked at this when I was over here. I didn't think about it though. All right, let's head home. You know what? I think I'm gonna call that. I think I'm gonna call that an episode. I don't need to go to the full 45 minutes for something like this. We explored a couple new star systems, took a look around the universe. Didn't find exactly what we were looking for with this. Where's this advanced mining machine? I unlocked it, so it should be craftable now. Let's see. Where would you be? Where would the... Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so this requires grading crystal. A rare ore with naturally formed grooves distributed across the surface. It's used to produce precision optical components and high-powered exciters. Collected from grading crystal vein. Rare. So we need to find some of this somehow before we can produce these, which I would like to do. I'd like to get into that. Probably need to find it and then produce these on site and then ship them home. Would probably be the way to do it. Okay. Well, I got a full tank of gas now, so we can head home. But then there's going to be just, you know, more time flying through the air, not doing anything interesting. And then we don't have really enough time left to do anything interesting anyway. So I think I'm just going to go home. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Little bit of exploration. Didn't quite find the grading crystals, but once we get Universe Exploration 4 up and running, we should have a better time. Interesting. We learned a little bit about how the warpers work, in that you can't cover more than 6 light years with one of them. I wonder if the vessels are the same. So, like, when the vessels are doing interstellar transport, can they only travel 6 on a given warper and then they have to use another one? Or do they get the full distance? You know? Very curious. Yeah. So next time I think we'll probably try to... Well, we'll definitely fix that annoying alert that's popping up. But I think we'll also try to figure out if we can make our way to Clement Star and set up ammo production there for the Gauss turret for the Dark Fog farm. That was what I was planning to do this episode, but I was a little bit fuzzy this morning, and I figured, you know what, we want to make that advanced mining machine. Let's see if we can find some of that purple crystal somewhere nearby, real cheap, and if we can. Why aren't you turning? You're not responding to my keys. Oh, I'm out of power. Oh, that's not good. I ran out of power here. Okay, all right. A little bit tricky, but I think we managed it. All right, we're gonna be fine. We've landed at home. All right. That really will do it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one, where hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake. See you next time. Take care.